Hello and welcome. My name is Chef Alex. I'm the resident chef here at My Friend's House Inc., where I demonstrate recipes to utilize the groceries we give out every Wednesday with our grocery distribution program. Thank you for watching. Here we have our shrimp for our enchilada pasta. We're going to let it marinate first before we even start boiling the pasta. So I'm going to do a teaspoon of minced garlic, and then another teaspoon of oregano. Actually, that's more like a half teaspoon. We have cumin. Cumin is one of my favorite spices to put in Mexican food. So that's about a teaspoon. We have some California chili pepper. We're going to do just a quarter teaspoon of that. We don't want it too spicy. And then we have this salt-free seasoning that has like a lot of onion, garlic, and herbs in it. So we want to add more flavor without adding too much salt. So I love the salt-free seasonings for that. Now if you wanted, you could add like lime juice to this or lemon juice, but we're going to sear this for the pasta, so I don't want it too wet, so we're just doing this dry seasoning here, and some black pepper and a half teaspoon of salt. I'm only doing a half teaspoon of salt because the salt will draw out moisture in the shrimp, and we don't want, like I said, we don't want it to be too wet. Now we're about to cook our pasta noodles for the shrimp pasta, and you want to make sure that your pasta water is boiling before you add your noodles. And so as you can see, we have little bubbles at the bottom of the pot. They're kind of rising up the sides. This is boiling. It doesn't have to be like violently rolling, boiling to be boiling. This is boiling. So once your water is boiling, you add your salt. This flavors the water and it brings the temperature of the water up even hotter. And so we have 16 ounces of rotini noodles that we're going to cook. Time this for, I would say, 6 or 7 minutes. It says cook for 8 to 10, but we're going to put this in the oven with sauce, and that's gonna it's gonna absorb even more moisture and cook. So you don't want to overcook your noodles. So only cook these for 6 to 7 minutes. Add our marinated shrimp to a pan with butter. This is a nonstick pan. I really like this pan. I need to figure out what kind of pan it is because it works so well. But some of these are supposed to be shell-less. I just found some. Check your shrimp, y'all. Check your shrimp. Okay, so this is marinated. We're going to add it to our pan. And let those cook fully. So just let these cook and do their thing. You don't want to cook them too fast because then they get tough. Just let them chill. Now we're going to drain our pasta. So these are our rotini noodles. We're going to let them hang out and finish draining while everything else. Alright, so now we have our noodles. We have cream of celery soup to add a creamy consistency. We have our corn and our black beans. This is frozen sweet corn from Ralph's, the Kroger brand. And then we're going to add 1 can of La Victoria green enchilada sauce. And we have some drained rotel tomatoes and green chilies, and then we're going to drain these diced green chilies from Ralph's as well. The green sauce to me is a little bit more wet, so these other ingredients like the rotel and the green chili, I want to make sure I drain off any extra liquid so the pasta won't be so loose. So we have our green chilies, and And then you just want to fold everything together. I kind of do a pushing motion before I start folding everything in to break up the noodles. And now I'm folding everything together. And break up your cheese if it's a little compacted. Or not, if you just like chunks of cheese. I like to dice my cheese sometimes for my macaroni or other pasta. That way, it's just cheesier. It's better. Oh, I dice my cheese for my eggs too. The cheddar is so good. So this is 1 pack of cheese for inside, and then we're going to do 1 pack of cheese for outside. I mean on top. And we're only baking this just to heat through and melt because our shrimp is already cooked. We don't want to overcook our shrimp. Everything's cooked. We just want everything to be heated through. Now we have an aluminum pan. You can do this in a casserole pan. Spray it with some nonstick. And you can split this up. This is enough for 2 pans. But we're going to add it. We have our cotija for the top. Just sprinkling that across the top. If you wanted to, you could add like some green onions, olives, if you really wanted to, cilantro, and even like crushed tortilla chips for a crunchy top would be good. A lot of people like to do like breadcrumbs on top of their pasta dishes. So that would be a really, really, really good option. I've done before and people love it. We have our cheese for the top. This is the type of dish you could add some veggies here, like shredded zucchini or like the Mexican squash if you want to keep it with the cuisine flavors. Broccoli is good in here. Cauliflower is even better if you want to hide some vegetables.